Well, y'all, I'm going to try this morning. I don't know how long I'm going to hold out with my back. But at least I'm able to stand for a few minutes without it hurting so bad it's killing me. And I have to sit down, so we'll see what happens. And anyway, I've chosen something fairly easy. I managed to get out to the garden just to get some greens this morning. And I got to wash them. I got a couple of cabbage leaves. I got some bok choy. I've got a few kale leaves. And I've got some Swiss chard. So I got to wash those off first. And they're fairly clean because it's rained and, you know, I don't use pesticides and stuff on my vegetables. That's why I harvest my greens, the leaves, and I don't let them head up usually. Is to keep the bugs off. Sometimes I let it go too long and they get away, but I'm just washing the leaves right now under some running water. I don't know when I'm going to be able to get out in the garden and do anything. I can't even do anything in the house right now. Those some big old Swiss chard leaves. I mean, and those were the bottom leaves. They weren't even the biggest ones. I got 2 of those because I'm not trying to fix a whole lot. I mean, they say the best to do is to get a serving of greens a day. And sometimes you may not want to cook every day. So this is the next best thing. Instead of cooking, make a smoothie. And that's what I'm getting ready to do right this minute. I'm going to break my Swiss chard leaves up enough to get them down in the blender. I'm going to throw my kale in there. And I got a couple of cabbage leaves and I got a bok choy. So I'm putting that in there too. I also have some pineapple left from the other day that I'm going to put in there with the juice. And I've got some frozen strawberries right here that somehow I'm going to try to get in there. They're kind of thawed out a little bit, but I think I need to cut it up some. That just made a mess. I wasn't counting on having to cut this up. But I put about a cup of strawberries. These are frozen. That's why they're dark looking. They've been frozen in the freezer. Now you can also put apple juice, pineapple juice, basically any kind of juice you want to put in there. I'm going to get that one up off the floor before I step on it. Yeah, I'm getting around a little bit better, but not much. Because putting my weight on my right leg hurts. Sometimes I can walk around with no pain, and other times if I move just right, it'll send a pain down my hip and down my leg. So, I don't know. Well, I don't have apple juice or any more pineapple juice or anything like that. So I'm simply going to put some lemonade. I'm just going to put a little bit of lemonade in mine. And see what happens. And you just want to pulverize it because you want it just to go, everything in there to go to as much liquid form as possible. And that should be enough. But right there should give me my daily dose of greens. Oh. I try to get as much as that berry juice washed off of everything as I can, because berry juice, just like strawberry juice and blueberry juice, will stain quite a bit. So, there is my smoothie for today. I'll get my dose of greens, my daily greens, in my smoothie with my strawberries, my pineapple, my lemonade, my Swiss chard, my kale, cabbage, and bok choy. Y'all have a sip. That's pretty good, y'all. Pretty good. Get your daily greens without having to cook them. Put them in a smoothie. Well, y'all, I'm going to have to sit down, because that's about the extent of my standing for right now. But at least I can walk across the room fairly well. Not too good, but yeah. If you got greens growing in your garden and you don't want to cook greens, one particular day, and you got strawberries, blueberries, or any kind of fruit, it don't matter even if it's canned fruit. Dump you a can of canned fruit in there, maybe fruit cocktail or anything. And if you got a little bit of orange juice, apple juice, lemonade, anything like that, put that in there, and then throw your greens in there. Put any kind of greens in there you want. Kale, Swiss chard, cabbage, collards. I didn't make it far enough to get the collard leaf, so You'll have to bear with me on that. But I'm going to give my back a few more days. Because some people told me that, well, something similar happened to them. They said that it was muscle spasms. They had overworked themselves and bending over, twisting and different things, and it was muscle spasms causing the pain. And they said if you laid down on the floor, put your legs up on the couch to where your legs are higher than your body, it eases the pain in your lower back. Well, I have tried that, and it has eased up somewhat doing that. And sometimes when I'm laying in the bed, I'll put the pillows under my legs and elevate my legs, and that helps. So in another day or two, we'll see, if it improves even more. If it keeps improving, then I'm not going to go back or try to go back to the doctor anywhere or go to the ER. I'm just going to see what happens. But if it doesn't improve anymore, then I'm going to have no choice but to go in and see what they can find out's going on. I hope I have not ruptured another disc in my lower back, because I've already had surgery on my lower back one time. I don't want that to happen again. But we'll have to wait and see. I'm just not going to be able to do too much in the yard or in the garden as far as doing videos for right this moment. It'll have to be something in the house that I don't have to walk a long distance to do. But anyway, enjoy your smoothie. Make your smoothie this morning. That's good. That's almost like eating ice cream or sherbet. Those strawberries and lemonade and pineapple just make it real good. And I've got enough over there that I can freeze it, or I can just put it in a jar, container, and have me another smoothie tomorrow. But that's a fantastic way to get your daily dose of greens without having to cook. Just throw them in a blender with some fruit and some juice and make you a smoothie out of it. It's really good. And I can't wait to go fishing. I've been wanting to go fishing forever, but And like I said, I was out there using that trimmer. It was a real lightweight trimmer. So I felt real fortunate that I was able to use it, because I couldn't handle a heavy one. But I guess I overdid it, and I tightened up the muscles down my spine, and with all the twisting and turning with the trimmer, plus coming in the house after resting a bit and then vacuuming and mopping the floor and stuff like that, I guess that was just way too much for me, because I was fine. I took a shower, went to bed, slept like a baby all night. And then it was when I woke up the next morning and tried to get out of bed that the problem set in. And I realized, well, I can't move. I'm hurting too bad. And then I was wondering, well, now what have I done? Because I was fine when I went to bed the night before. So that's just the way some things happen, I guess. I don't know. But I bought a few more of the green tomato steaks, and I wanted to get out and try to trellis some of those melons that are in the pink totes especially, and see if I could get them kind of elevated above the totes a little bit, instead of having them growing all over the totes and then down on the ground. I said, well, I'm going to try to get them to go up on the trellis. And then I got more tomatoes that I need to put steaks to. So I've got to get my back better so I can get out there and get something done. And I know my yard's going to be mowed with all this rain we've had. The grass and weeds have grown in my yard like something awful. But I'm not even going to worry about mowing it myself. If I can't get someone else to mow it, then it's not going to get mowed. Because I absolutely cannot do that right now. So, we'll see. You know, things work out. God works in mysterious ways. But yeah, I thought I was being so careful. But thinking back, I said it had to be that trimmer. I used it too much. I was twisting and turning and, you know, tightening the muscles up my back and my arms too much. Constantly holding it and moving it. And that, with the combination of coming in and cleaning the house, that had to be what did it. So then when I went to sleep that night and everything relaxed, you could tell the damage that was already done. But like I said, I'm hoping with a few days of just bed rest, elevating my legs the way one subscriber mentioned that I do, I'm hoping that in time it's going to get a lot better. I know my oldest brother has a spinal problem, and every once in a while his something hits his spinal cord and he gets pain so bad he's in bed for 2 weeks. But then after that he's fine and he's up and around, and you know, you can't tell there's anything wrong. I'm hoping that's what's going to happen with me. I hope I can get up and start doing stuff after at least another week. I can't handle any more of this. I'm not the type of person to sit there and not do anything. I see something needs to be done, I'm up trying to do it, regardless of what kind of shape I'm in. And I'm not sure if that's good or bad. Because, you know, if you're already got a problem and you push yourself and try to do more, you could injure yourself even more. But, yeah, but I was surprised when I went to this emergency clinic that they couldn't treat me. They couldn't do anything. So I'm kind of wondering, why is the clinic there? I mean, if it's an emergency clinic, you got an emergency, a minor emergency, you don't know what the problem is, you would think they could figure out what it was. But I guess they don't even have equipment to do that, so I don't know. So instead of running around all over town from the doctor to the ER to somewhere else, I just decided to come home and try to treat it myself and see what happens after a week or so. And take it from there. That's all I can do. But y'all need to fix you one of these smoothies. It's good. It's really, I didn't think it was going to be good with lemonade in it, fresh lemonade. But it's fantastic with lemonade. I usually make mine with apple juice, because I usually have apple juice on hand, but I don't have any here now. But I did have the lemonade that I made yesterday or day before. So I put my fresh lemonade in it, and it's good. Yeah, you could freeze that and eat it like a sherbet or something. Try this real carefully. And I know I'm getting on up in years, but still, if you're healthy, you don't expect to have these kind of problems. Let's see what kind of jar I can find to put that in. That's a little jar. I don't want a little jar. Well, I thought I had a quart jar down here, but maybe I don't. not seeing it. But two jars are fine. May all go in one. Who knows? Almost. In fact, I may just go ahead and drink some more of it right now. Because like I said, it's pretty good. And never mind this jar. Left a little bit for me to drink, and that's pretty good. And I got a pint jar of it for tomorrow or whenever else I want to drink it. I carefully made it out to the mailbox yesterday to put my son a birthday card in the mail. Because my box out right there on the street is not that far from my house. But as I said, very carefully. But then by the time I got back in the house, I was ready to lay down, or sit down at least. But you know, sometimes nature will do you in like that. I'm a stickler for cleaning. Shouldn't be that way, but I am. But nature will do that. Sometimes if you need to rest, nature will step in and put you on your butt. I mean, they'll say, hey, you're going to stop and slow down a little bit before something worse happens. So that's kind of the way I'm looking at this. Maybe this is nature's way of telling me to slow down. I'm doing too much every day. And I was pushing myself to get one video out a day. And then I started pushing myself to get 2 videos out a day, which was way too much. And then that last video, especially that I put out, was 2 hours long. And that's the one that did me in. So I have to start cutting back on my time frame unless it's in the house and I'm cooking or doing something like that. Because doing that physical stuff in the yard is just not for me with my spinal problem I've already got. But this is good. There's only the very slightest taste of anything green in there. The pineapple, the strawberry, the lemonade, it just takes over the flavor in this, and it's just really good. Refreshing too, because it's cold. And you do have to brush your teeth after you get through drinking it with all those strawberry seeds in there. That's one thing about strawberries. You will have those seeds. I was looking to see how long I've been on here. I don't want to keep y'all all day. But yeah, there's so many different variations of a smoothie. You can put cucumbers, and cucumbers are great for your complexion. You can put cucumbers in there. You can put squash, zucchini, anything basically out of your garden. You can put in a smoothie that's going to be healthy for you. But you always want to remember to put your greens in there. The greens are the most important, even above the squash and zucchini. Or now the greens and the cucumbers are the number ones. The greens to me would be number one. Number two is the cucumbers to put in your smoothie. And the rest, just add what you want. Whatever fruit, whatever juice. Kind of the old saying of whatever floats your boat. So, thanks for putting up with me and my back and taking the time to watch my video. Hopefully I'll be back to normal before too much longer. If not, then I've definitely got to get something done. At least try to find out what's going on. But please like, share, subscribe to my videos. Y'all have a blessed day. And I will see you on my next video. Bye now.